So we picked this thing up for our 3-year-old, and I'm going to show you how I plan on remotely killing power to it so that she doesn't fire out into intersections. Alright, so here's the plan. I've got a remote control relay. This is essentially what this is. It's a switch that uses a key fob to open and close a circuit. Now this is only good for 10 amps, and since it's going to be running a Power Wheels type of ride-on car, I got a 40 amp relay. So instead of this interrupting the circuit in the car, it'll tell this to interrupt the circuit. So yeah, here's the wiring diagram. Since it's a plastic car, I can't do any body ground, so everything will have to be grounded back through the battery. So essentially, here's the battery plug. This part you can sort of ignore because that will be different depending on the type of ride-on car, but essentially the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to interrupt the wire going to the gas pedal. So this part down here is my remote relay. Basically, I have power coming in to this right from the battery. I'm going to put a switch on it because some of the reviews from this state that there is anywhere from a 7 or 8 milliamp hour parasitic draw, which is quite a bit considering it might be well, you have to charge it. It's not a car. It doesn't charge itself when you use it. So little switch so I can kill power to this when I'm not using it. I'm also going to run a voltage display that I'll stick on the back of the car, so while my 3-year-old is ripping around, I can keep an eye on how much juice she's got left. So yeah, you've got the ground straight to the battery, positive with a switch, voltage display straight off of that going back to the battery. The normally open, which will be, which one is it? Right there, is going to head to the relay. It'll energize the relay, and so okay, so the relay side doesn't matter here. This is basically the wire going from the gas pedal to the speed control. So that may look a little different on yours, but essentially it's just one wire that we're going to interrupt. It's going to go through this one, 87A to 30, because it's normally in that position. When you hit the button, it's going to flip over to 87, boom, and it'll be open. So, which is kind of nice. If this thing fails on me, she'll still be able to ride because the relay is normally in that position. You hit the switch, flips over, breaks the circuit. Alright, so here's the final product. Keep in mind it's wired up the same way that I showed you on my wiring diagram, except I put everything in this little box. The remote relay, it's behind here, antenna's hanging out for hopefully better range. On-off switch for that, voltage display, and then down here I have my relay right there, and then it's just wired up as I showed on my wiring diagram. And these guys here, those are just felt pads to keep the seat off my wires. So yeah, key on, turn this guy on, that's my battery voltage, and if you listen carefully you could probably hear the click. There you have it. Hit the gas, wants to go, hit the kill switch, no-go. Works like a charm. Have a good one.